So I believe I found a trick that you can do inside of Payday VR. This trick involves combining a dash with sprinting. Essentially, what you want to do is, well, you want to be using custom bindings for this so that it's much easier to do if you're on Oculus or Index style controllers. If you're on Vive, you can probably just do it with the touchpad, but yeah, okay, so what you want to do is, depending on your controller type, you want to bind a certain set of buttons that you aren't really going to be using for much else. What I'm using is the A buttons, which on Oculus are by default the snap turning buttons. However, I have a 360-degree play space, so I don't need snap turning. So there you go. I just use the A buttons for this. You want to have your left A button set to, you want to click the plus button and you want to set uses analog option. Then you set left trackpad's thumbstick value. You set the X value to 0 and the Y 0 to 1. As for your right button, you want to have the touch set to left trackpad / thumbstick touch, with the click being press. That'll make it much easier to perform this trick. So essentially what you want to do is, you want to get into a sprint by pressing both buttons, and every once in a while, like if you want a movement speed bonus or whatever, you stop moving for a second and then you dash like that. It can be a little tricky to do, but if you do it right, you can easily be doing double movement speed. Easily, if you're doing it correctly. It's also good for when you run out of sprint, because you can just simply rely on dashing for a second, which, in my experience, actually doesn't take as much stamina as sprinting does. And yeah, there I was sprinting again for a second. It isn't exactly foolproof. There are times where it will mess up, but yeah, like, it kind of takes a bit of practice to get used to, but if you can do it reliably, you can easily be doing two-piece suit levels of movement speed with an ICTV. Like, if you're doing it right. Again, it is very tricky to do, but if you figure out how to do it and get the rhythm down, it's definitely going to be worth it. Oh. Alright, I'm going to let my stamina rest for a second. Here we go. So yeah, for instance, I'm actually going to dash right past Dragon. Oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake, Payday, stop trying to make me look stupid. Oh, there we go. As I said, it takes a bit of practice, but once you get it down, you might be able to actually abuse this. Oh, and I have a feeling this won't get patched either, because Overkill doesn't give a shit about VR anyway, so this is probably going to stay unpatched. Yay.